Pressure to the south will slowly push northwards, tending to keep these weather fronts at bay. So it could be northern parts of Scotland which could see the windiest of the weather, with rain at times, but for most it's going to stay largely settled thanks to high pressure and generally on the mild side.
Got a story to tell?
What I'm going to try and do is go to schools and educate a lot of people about it.
Just because somebody's disabled doesn't mean they can't achieve something.
If you're aged 11 to 18, the BBC can help you tell your story.
This is the world we're being left, a world made of concrete.
Tell us your story idea. Enter now at bbc.co.uk/young reporter competition.
Download the BBC News app now and get the latest headlines as they happen. Personalise your app to learn more about the stories you care about and watch BBC News live wherever you are. Stay up to date, whatever you're up to. Download the BBC News app.
Be ready. Change can happen in an instant. Check on the BBC Weather app.
Hello, I'm Ben Boulos. You're watching The Context on BBC News. The US Secretary of State says Israel must resolve the conflict with the Palestinians and underlines Washington's support for a two-state solution. Antony Blinken's visit to the region is happening during one of the worst waves of violence in decades, with more than 22 people killed in the last week alone. Britain's Prime Minister says he acted pretty decisively in sacking Nadeem Zahawi as he defends his handling of the affair. The Kremlin rejects claims by Boris Johnson that President Putin threatened him with a missile strike before Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Tonight, with The Context, the Emmy-nominated journalist Caroline Modarressi-Tehrani and Seb Payne, director of the centre-right think tank Onward. Hello, very warm welcome to the programme. It's good to have you with us. The US Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, has urged Israel and the Palestinians to take steps to calm tensions during a spike in violence that has put the region on edge. In the latest incident, just hours before Mr. Blinken was due to arrive in Israel, Palestinian health officials said Israeli forces shot dead a Palestinian man at a military checkpoint in Hebron. The violence was sparked on Thursday when 10 Palestinians were shot dead in the occupied West Bank by Israeli forces. Then, on Friday, 7 Israelis were killed when a Palestinian gunman opened fire outside a synagogue in East Jerusalem. Secretary Blinken has already met Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and will also meet the President of the Palestinian Authority, Mahmoud Abbas. From the very moment Mr. Blinken's plane touched the tarmac, he made it clear that addressing the violence of the last week is at the top of his agenda.
It's the responsibility of everyone to take steps to calm tensions rather than inflame them, to work toward a day when people no longer feel afraid in their communities, in their homes, in their places of worship,